everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to present you the ICO project Azbit. Before we start, I definitely have to say that investing in ICO project is really risky and you have to do all analysis of the project from all angles. So let's talk about the project. Today there is already no rush around the ICO. Control inside projects is becoming tougher and investors are more serious about how to choose a project, weighing all possible risks. The cryptocurrency market is moving in the right direction to regulation. Certain rules are established with the cryptocurrency market. Cash flow is placed under serious control. Often this leads to stopping the project, are some of its functions. The Azbit project team has been working for a long time on expanding the functionality of the service. In the course of creation, the project was thoroughly checked by consultants, which may be a good advantage for investors in the future. So let's talk about goals. The main goals of Azbit project is formation of open legalized business systems, building relationships with regulators, creation of minimal legal risks, creation of trusting and transparent relationships. So, what is difficult with regulation? Regulation in the world of cryptocurrency today is a very acute problem. The legislature cannot reach a common opinion in establishing order in the tokens. Despite the fact that regulators are quite active in their work and development, it is impossible to satisfy the requirements of some laws. In this case, there is such a situation that the pressure of regulators force projects to change their jurisdiction in order to fight off persecution. Let's talk about solution. The main Azbit project easily resolved the issue of the existing regulation when it began to be developed in European jurisdiction, which made it possible to enter classical markets absolutely easily and without obstacles. The company additionally creates subsidiaries that will have their own regulation and the necessary functionality. One of the main tasks of the project team is to enter the top 10. What about problems with banking? Relations between banking institution and cryptocurrency markets are very unfriendly. Against its background, banks expose their weaknesses, which causes a large number of problems and strong opposition of two parties, banks and cryptocurrency projects. Most banks refused to service plastic cards that support cryptocurrency. The reason was non-compliance with the established rules. Maintenance of the cryptocurrency projects by banks is not always available. Even opening a simple account has become impossible. There are also more serious problems when banks freeze or close accounts of projects, regardless of their work. Azbit solution. The project team is working on the issue of obtaining their personal banking license, which in the future will solve most problems in working with banking institutions. Already at the moment, the Azbit project has a check license payment institution, and then the team is set to receive a license from the European Union. And the services of Azbit customers. Providing classic banking and financial system for working with fiat funds for both individuals and blockchain businesses. Ability for traders to get permanent access to investment money. Permanent access for investors to more popular cryptocurrency products. For any user of the project, access to work with cryptocurrency online. To make all this possible, the Azbit project team plans to register in all the necessary jurisdictions and have regulation in them. The Azbit project consists of banking service, multi-exchange investment site, security system Azbit ID, and security system Azbit ID. This system allows the user to use all of the services of the project quickly and safely. Other projects built on the blockchain system can use Azbit ID for automation as well as reduce the cost of money laundering. Azbit Project Cryptocurrency Exchange. On the Azbit platform there will be two cryptocurrency exchanges, Azbit Pro, security tokens and pairs of fiat cryptocurrency trade in accordance with EU, and the Azbit Global Trade in Utility Tokens, which is regulated outside the EU. For work, users can use a number of trade and investment tools. Uh, what about ICO terms? The Azbit project team is considering its further development and its arranging presentation in Europe, Asia, and America. So far, all conditions are discussed in a closed version, but the successful completion of the negotiations negotiations will be announced in the general public. Sorry, the possibility of participation of investors from the United States in the project is being considered. The Azbit project will be issue tokens SBIT, which will be an internal payment tool. What about project team and advisors? The project team consists of experienced cryptocurrency specialists. Everyone has experience in the implementation of fairly successful projects that are quite different in their complexity. The advisors of the company were experienced and famous people from crypto world, one of whom was Roger Ver, founder and CEO of Bitcoin.com. Roger Ver is best known for his work for Bitcoin. In his circle, he was even given the nickname God Bitcoin. He was the first person in the world to start investing in Bitcoin startups almost alone. Roger Ver is a weighty personality in the world of cryptocurrency. Roger Ver supported the Azbit project and became an advisor in various issues on the creation, implementation, and functionality of the company. In additional time, I want to say conclusion. The Azbit project was created to resolve important points in working with cryptocurrencies. It is a fairly promising project with a strong team of experts and advisors. The project team has itself the big task of adapting its marketing plan with expanded functionality and providing legal support in countries where this opportunity was not available. The main objective of the project is the possibility for users and cryptocurrency projects to use the full convenient functionality for investment and training. So that's all what I want to say you. For more information you can get it at the official website of the project. That's all. Thanks for watching. Bye.